elements. All right, so let's do some chapter 7 stuff. We will be improving the web design with new page layouts. All right, so to add a new div element to the home page, modify the home page by adding a new div element to contain figure elements. To complete this assignment, you will be required to use the data files. Please contact your instructor for information about addressing the data files. Yeah, so you just go to like the chapter folders and just add all those images into the thing. All right, so open the index HTML in your text editor and go to the end of line 65, then press enter key twice to line 67. All right, so on line 67, type div class grid to insert a div tag, press enter key twice, 68, 69. Okay, cool. It's line 67. Let's go ahead and do our opening for the div. And we're going to do the class, and it's going to be grid. All right, so we need to insert 3 figure elements within a div class grid element. Each figure element will contain an image and a fig caption element. This uses the figure element to contain new images for the home page. And then we will add 3 figure elements within the grid div and then nest an IMG and fig caption element within each figure element. Link the image elements to the classes, nutrition, and contact us page. The following steps and figure, image, fig caption, and anchor elements to the home page. Okay. All right, so tap or click at the end of line 67, then press enter twice. All right, so we are going to type in figure class, and we're going to do frame. We're going to do an anchor. Oh. Oh. Classes.html. Let's see the IMG. Source, we're going to do images, and we're going to choose the fitness group. Oops, right here. It's going to be alt equals group of fitness people. Oh, I don't think I need to put a space in this thing. Maybe, I don't know. Why is this green? Alright, so let's try... Huh, well, I mean, it seems to be working. Okay, well, let's just leave it at B and just keep on going. Fitness people, then line 71. So we're gonna do another figure. Oh. Fig caption class is gonna be pick text. Okay. And it's gonna be group fitness. Okay, figure caption. And then, so do. Okay, yeah, something is, okay. Here it is. So this is missing the closing. There it is. So this we could just get rid of. That would get, there it is. There we go. Just to clean it, just to clean things up a little bit. Let's fix caption, figure. Okay, perfect. All right, so on line 74, okay. Percentage US answer. Line 74, we gotta do another figure. Class, and we're gonna do frame. Okay, it's at line 75. We're going to do the ahref. And we're going to do nutrition.html. Okay, see. Nutrition, we'll close that off. We're gonna do image source. We're gonna do the food heart. Okay, .jpg. And we're gonna do an alt, and it's gonna be healthy food in the shape of a heart. All right, so line 76, we are going to type in fig caption class pictex. We're going to do meal plans perfect. Okay, so let's do another one. So we're going to do the figure class, and we're going to do the same frame. Okay, press enter key. Alrighty. And then on line 80, we increase the indent. Okay, we're there. And then type a href contact.html. Close it off. All right, let's do an image. Oh, let's do this. Image source, and we're gonna do images, and it's gonna be the personal trainer. Oh no, do I not have it? Yeah, I got it. There it is. Personal trainer.jpg. Go outside of that. Personal trainer with the clipboard. Okay, so now we're going to do the fig caption class, and we're going to do pictex. Yep, so start today. Perfect. All right, save your changes and open the index.html browser and scroll down and view the new All right, so this is the Ode. Let's refresh this thing. Start today, perfect. Meal plan, perfect. Group fitness. Look at that, it looks so good. All right, so update the CSS reset style rule. In the style sheet, to add the fig caption selectors, modify and create the style rules from the mobile viewport. We need to do that because the figure and the fig caption elements need to be added to the CSS reset for the default style rules to apply. We need to remove the sticky property to allow for more page content within the viewport. We need to create the style rules for the new page content. The following steps update the CSS reset, modify the head seller style rule, and create the new style rules for the mobile viewport. All right, so now we're going to go back into our CSS, and we are going to go to, what does it say? Yep. So we'll go to line 8, so we could just add all of this. The UL, then we need to do the figure and the fig caption. Perfect. All right, so we need to remove the lines 28 and 29 to delete the sticky position. So delete 20, remove lines 28 and 29. There we go. All right, so now we go to line 106. For one like that, so we're gonna, this is the class that we just did. And we're going to do the position. It's going to be relative. And we're going to do the max width at 450 pixels. And then we are going to do the margin at 2%. And we are going to do auto. Okay. Okay, to continue on. All right, so now we're going to do the pick text. Okay, so we're going to do the position is going to be absolute. And we're going to do the bottom for 0. And we're going to do the background. And we are going to choose RGBA. We're going to do 0, 0, 0, 0.5. Okay, then we're going to do the color. It's going to be FFF. The width is going to be at 100%. Padding, it's going to be at 20 pixels. Text align is going to be center. And then font family. And we are going to do Verdana, Arial, and sans serif. And the size of that is going to be 1.5 EM. And the weight of it is going to be bold. Sweet. Let's go ahead. All right, let's see what I do. Hey, there we go. So I'm pretty sure we need to go ahead and just, or eventually we're going to add it all into the mobile viewport and the tablet viewports, just so it could just adjust as well too. Yeah, so right now all the, nice. See, there's no stickiness that's going off of that. Here, let's just go ahead and go to the dev tool. Oh, no. More tools. All right, so let's go through here. All right, perfect. All right, so it says, let's go to the mobile viewport. Let's just do iPhone XR. All right. So we're going to add some more 0.5. Okay. All right, so it says for step 6 on page 356, place your insertion point on the end of line 22. Okay, and then 324, we're going to type in the comments. Style rule for box. Sizing applies to all elements. Back sizing, border box. So yeah, so that's the declaration. Let's see. Let's see what I do. Okay, mine doesn't look like that. Did I not do the padding? Did the padding. Width is going to be at 100%. Yeah, mine doesn't look like this. Well, it shows in the figure 7-23 that where the words are, it should be like this little box shadow. Yeah, it's supposed to be a transparent fig caption elements to overlay the image. Fig caption elements extend to the width. Okay. Okay, so let me just verify all this stuff that I've got in. Yep, delete the sticky. And then we've got the pick text, or the frame class. Position is relative. Max width is 450px. Margin is at 2% and auto. Okay, so pick text, position absolute, bottom is 0, background RGB. Oh, here it goes. Sucker! RBGA. Okay. So chances are that that's probably it. Nope. Pretty close though. Alright, so let's save this. Oh man, I do not know how to. It's RGBA, man. Good grief. Okay, so RGBA. There it is. My goodness. Wow. There it is. All right, so let's zoom in this thing. Yep, there it is. So let's go ahead and do a phone. Nice. There it is. It's like a little... Okay, perfect. Works out a little more better. And now that we understand what happened, I pretty much didn't have the correct, I guess, formatting into any of these. I couldn't even spell the word, let alone do that. So that's it. Cool. So that's what we're able to do. It matches the figure 7-23. And we did the box sizing with the border box. Okay, perfect. All right, so now to use a CSS grid in a tablet viewport, we need to update the style sheet for the tablet viewport to use a CSS grid and create a multiple column layout. Why? Because we need to style the new figure elements to appear horizontally in a tablet viewport instead of vertically. First, we need to modify the header style rule within a tablet media query by removing the position declaration. Next, in the tablet media query, we need to add a new style rule for the grid class selector and set the display to grid, set the grid columns to 3, and specify the grid gap. And then we need to create a style rule for the pick text class selector that sets the font size to 1 EM and sets the padding to 10 px. The following steps create 2 new style rules for the tablet. Okay, perfect. So we need to go to line 188, which is the one, yep, so the tablet viewport. And, okay, remove the position declaration. So we just need to remove this thing. Cool, so that is removed. All right, so step number 2, we need to go click at the end of line 209, which is going to be right here. So line 211, we need to do the grid. Yep, so we're just changing out the layout to the grid so it could display more horizontally as opposed to vertical. So change the display to grid. All right, so we need to do the grid template columns, yeah? Auto, and auto. Okay, we need to do the grid gap now. The grid gap is going to be 20 px. And then that's it. Okay, so it says save your changes, refresh the index, file in a Google Chrome's device mode, and see the viewport to tablet. And then scroll down to view the changes. All right, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's switch to, let's do tablet. Oh, pretty. Nice. Okay, so we just did that. Perfect. And it matches the figure dash 728. All right, so let's go and continue more. All right, so go to the end of the grid class. So by line 217, we should also be able to do the pick text. And we are going to do the font size to 1 EM. And then we are going to do the padding at 10 pixels. Cool. So we'll hit refresh, and there it is. These are all down here now. Insert some padding increase. Yep, so there's the padding that's increased and a little bit more prettier. All right, so we need to add new style rules in a desktop viewport. We need to update the style sheet for the desktop viewport to style the new class attribute on the home page. We need to increase the font size and padding for the fig caption text. We need to apply some opacity to images with the figure elements. And we need to use the hover pseudo class to remove the opacity and apply a box shadow to the figure elements. These changes will improve the appearance of the fig captions and add interactivity to the web page. First, in the desktop media query, we need to create the style rule for the PicText class selector that sets the font size to 1.5 EM and padding to 20 pixels. Next, we need to create a new style rule for the frame class selector and sets the opacity to 90%. Finally, create a style rule for the frame class selector with the hover pseudo class that sets the opacity to 1 and applies a box shadow. The following steps create 3 new style rules for the desktop viewport. Okay, cool. So line 292. Let's go and get to it. So line 292, just in case you go, it's right after the main H1, and it's going to be right before the. It's going to be right before these classes. Or these IDs, sorry. right, so it says 292. Pix text. Okay, so I need to adjust these things. All right, so line 293, we are going to do the font size at 1.5 EM. And padding, just like we said, it's going to be 20 pixels. Perfect. And then that's it. All right, so it says save your changes and open the index in browser normal desktop viewport to view your changes. Then scroll down to view your changes. Okay. All right, so let's do. All right, desktop. Let's go ahead and erase. Perfect. It all applies as well. Cool. So let's go and continue. All right, so click on the line 295. So 297. Okay, so let's do the frame. We're going to do the opacity. And we are going to do is 0.9K. Then at 301, we'll continue down. We're going to do the frame hover, right? And we are going to do the opacity to 1. Then, like we said, we're going to apply the back shadow. And we are going to do, we're going to do 8s px. Then another 8 px. Then we're going to do 10 pixels. Then we are going to use the color 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80 to insert a declaration. Perfect. All right. Save the changes and refresh the index browser, then hover over to one of the images, and so we can see the changes. Okay, so let's get out of this mode. Oh. It's like it makes it clearer. Interesting. That was pretty cool. Okay, cool. So All right, so now we need to apply a text shadow. We need to create a style rule that applies a text shadow to the heading 3 element within the mobile dev. Modify the style rules for the action class to also apply a text shadow. Why? Because we need to use a text shadow that improves the overall look of a website and gives dimension to text and makes it stand out. But first, we need to create a new style rule for heading 3 elements within the mobile class to apply a text shadow. Then update the style rule for the action class to apply a text shadow. Here are the steps. One style rule, the modify the style within a style rule. Okay, cool. So we need to go to our style CSS. When you go to line 88, it says line 88 is right at the mobile H3. So we gotta look for style rules for the main content, and there it is. So start at line 85, 87. Mobile H3. Okay, so we're gonna do the text shadow. We're gonna do 5 pixel, 5 pixel, 8 pixel, and then we're gonna do the color CCC. Perfect. Okay, so now we're going to go to the end of line 114. That's right here. And so we're just going to pretty much add the text shadow and we're pretty much going to type in the same thing. So 5 pixel, 5 pixel, 8 pixel, and the same. There it is. Cool. So, all right. So we said we can change or save our changes. Open the file, and we need to go to the mobile viewport. Okay, so let's go ahead and lower down. Here's the mobile. I don't see a text shadow though. Maybe it's just very subtle or something. Alright, so let's try that ways. Text shadow applied to heading 3 elements. I honestly don't see that, so there's something that we didn't do wrong. So do the dot mobile H3. So where's the dot mobile on there? Yeah, so here's the class. Yeah, so the H tree is right there. Mm. 5, 5, 8. Hmm. Is it supposed to be like very subtle or something, you know? Uh, idiot. Bro. But all I had to do was just refresh. Oh my goodness. Okay, to be fair, I'm just so used to my live server and it just does the changes automatically. I figured I would just try the regular running it non-debug just so I could just throw a little bit more suspense as far as like refreshing it, you know. My, that looks so pretty. All right, so let's change the viewport to the desktop and then let's see the changes. There it is. It still has it right there. Wow. Even at the super large, there it is. Mobile small, there it is. Wow. Tablet, yep. All right, so I guess we need to update the About Us section next. We need to add section elements to the About Us page group to improve the semantic design and search engine results. So we need to replace each div elements with a section element for the weights group, the cardio group, and the personal training group, and the common exercise group. All right, so this is what we got to do. Let's go back here. Let's go to our About. All right, so there is, let me go ahead and just close that up for a little bit. All right, so let's go right here. We got the div, and for the weights over at the main section. So instead of the div, we are gonna change this to section. So section ID equals weights. And then we gotta go through the closing div from what it was. So let's do this section as well. So go for the ID cardio, change this to section, go to the closing tag, section as well, apply it to the training. section, and then go to the closing tag. Okay, same with this. Actually, okay, I don't think this guy is supposed to be here. There he goes. Okay. Okay, well, I guess that's it for now. All right, so now let's go ahead and just take we need to create a nutrition page. Cool. Yeah, that was pretty easy. I'm just verifying that all these indents are all within where they need to be. Let's see if it shows any changes, you know? Let's go to the About Us. Yeah. All right, well, it's just a little wonky, but I feel like it's always been kind of wonky though, you know? But yeah, let's see if it makes, yeah, so I guess this is what we're supposed to, we'll see for right now until we get more a little bit into it. But we are now going to create the nutrition page. Okay, so we need to use a template, blah, 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 and create the nutrition page. Other than that, open the template. Okay, yeah, we already did that one. But we need to adjust. 29 is supposed to be the nav. Okay, use. Cool. So let's change this on line 31. We're going to update this to nutrition hero image. Okay. And then new line on 32. Okay, so let's do the div ID, and we're going to do hero. Closing that. All right, so we're going to do the image. Source is we're going to do the image hero. The alt text is going to be fresh vegetables. Go. Okay, so image hero. Okay, the alt is going to be the fresh. Okay. All right, so let's see what I do. Oh, wait a minute. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Oh, idiot. Hero veggies. Okay, so I did the wrong image on this. Alright, so images. Hero veggies. Okay. That makes a little bit more sense. I was like, that is not a pile of vegetables. There it is. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so let's just continue on. Let's go to... Cool. So we need to add a class attribute value of grid to the main element. So we need to insert 3 article elements within the main element and then add content to each. So below the last article element, we need to insert an aside element with additional content. To complete this assignment, you will be required to use the data files. No, we're just going to type everything out. Article elements will contain new page contents, including tips, guidelines, and recipes. In each article element, add a heading element, an image element, paragraph element, and unordered list elements. Below the last article element, add a side element with new content. The following steps add article elements and aside elements to the nutrition page. Okay, cool. So we need to add the class attribute with the value of grid to the main tagline or tag on line 37. So here's the main. Perfect. So we need to add that there. So it's going to be main class, and it's going to be grid. Okay, something is not lining up well. Okay, so line 31 is supposed to be the common nutrition hero image. 32 is a div ID hero. 33 is that. 34 is the closing div. Yes. Okay, so Okay, maybe I wasn't supposed to delete that, but it worked out good now that I figured it out. 37 main class is going to be the grid. 39 is going to be... Why is there just two divs just sitting there? Okay. Oh well. Alright, so let's do H3. Food for thought. Alright, so we gotta do image. The source is gonna be image food thought. And then the alt text is gonna be food for thought. Okay, so we're gonna do the paragraph element. Good nutrition is a lifestyle, not a diet. It starts with a new way of thinking about food. Think of your body as a vehicle that uses lifestyle change. If you make a permanent change, you will see big results. The key to success is a daily focus on your goal. Alright, so good nutrition is a lifestyle, not a diet. It starts with a new way of thinking about food. Think of your body as a vehicle that uses a vehicle that uses food for fuel. Fill your tank with the right type of fuel. I think I kind of skipped a... Oh, you know what? It's probably going to be a good idea. right, so let's do. Okay, so there it is. So do not copy and paste this comment. Okay, this is this is a lot better. Okay, so I guess I don't need to do that. But I do need to get to line 42. Okay, so let's. Okay, so we just need to change. We just need to change the formatting of this thing because it's fugly. Okay, so line 42 starts with good nutrition. Line 43 starts with do not approach. Yep. So we just need to change the indenting. Line 44 is portion. Ah! Portion at your meals. Line 45 is control. And then 46 closes the article. Perfect. Okay, that's a lot more better than having to figure out. Well, the problem is somehow or another in chapter 7, figure 45, the text is just, I don't know, like the image that they have on there of the text, it is just super pixelated. It's just blurry, you know? So yeah, I mean, otherwise I would have loved to have texted, typed in the whole entire thing, but I don't know, it's just a little over too pixelated right now. All right, so let's refresh this. There it is. Wow. Okay, so, all right, so continue on. We're going to go to line 50. Stop. Okay, on line 48. So we're going to do another article. '49 is we're going to do. So let's do an H3. And we are going to say what to eat. Okay, so we end H3. All right, new line at 50. And let's do the image source. Source is going to be Images, fresh food, and the alt text is going to be fresh vegetables, fruit, eggs, and nuts. Okay, we are also going to add a class round that can apply onto these. Did we add the class round into the other one as well? Food, we did. Food for thought. Cool. So good thing we saw this. Image food for thought. Image class round. Yeah, because we want to apply the style rules that we had for this set of class to apply for this as well. Cool. I am so glad I saw that. Okay, so now we are going to paste the rest of the okay, so nutrition text file, we need to select line through 8. All right, so let's go to the text. All right, let's copy this. Oh, my Lord. Use the following guidelines. It's going to be 51. And then 52 is going to be the UL. But it looks like we need to indent some of these. Yeah, so just indent those. Let's see. P paragraph, use the following guidelines. Then we got the UL, unsorted list, and then, or unordered list, and then we're going to use the list items, and that's going to be what's indented. Okay, and then the closing UL. And then P is limit, blah, blah, blah. 60 is check out the meal of the week. And then 61 closes article. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's continue. We'll do like a whole nother article, line 63. Let's go and just do another article. Okay, so now line 64, we're going to do the H3 elements, just like the same. I'm going to do meal of the week. Okay, close that off. And then now we're going to enter the image. The source is going to be images, food chicken, pardon me. And then the alternate text is going to say, herb roasted chicken. Class round, so that preset style rules can apply to this as well. Cool. So then, 1, we're going to place your insertion to line 65. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so that's how it's coming out. So let's go look at the figure 7-47 just to re-verify everything. Okay, so 63 is going to be the article, meal, that. 64. 66 is going to be the herb roasted chicken. Yep. 66, 67 is the ingredients. Okay. So let's just start out by just indenting all these. Okay, so 67 is going to be the ingredients H4, 68 is the UL. These for sure needs to be indented one time. Bones and pepper, frag 14. Okay, well, H4, 77 is combine. Yep, combine all ingredients. $78 is going to be, okay, cool. So now I assume we're going to get the rest of it, eh? Oh, that is the rest of it. 78. Okay, so yeah, never mind. So we are actually going to create the aside class, just like what we said. All right, so on line 80, so after that article, we're going to create the aside. Class, and it's going to be tablet desktop. And we're going to do the grid item 4. Okay, 81 is going to be the P. And we're going to type, did you know the average American consumes 3 pounds of sugar each week? Okay, and on that, then we're going to do another one. Line 82. Did you know that avocados are a good source of vitamin B? And then 83 is, did you know the The average active adult should consume about 2,000 calories a day. Okay, so let's go and check our stuff. Hey. Okay, so here's a side. Did you know the average American consumes 3 pounds of sugars each week? And did you Did you know that avocados are a good source of vitamin B? Did you know that average active adults should consume about 2,000 calories a day? Okay, perfect. Yeah, so that is the aside. All right, so let's go to the CSS. All right, so we need to style the nutrition page for the mobile viewport. We need to create a style rule to apply padding to the article elements. Center align, heading 3, and then we need to create another style rule that center aligns each image. Create another style rule that applies a background color. And then we need to create a final style rule that applies left margin to the unordered list with article elements. Okay, so let's do this. So I'm pretty sure we got to add this into the reset. Okay, so we need to go and add sections after the fig captions. Oh, just section. And then we need to do the article and then aside. Perfect. All right, so then it says go to the end of line 89 and then press key twice. So line 89 is looking like this after the mobile H3 that we just did. So for line 91, let's go ahead and just do the article class. Oh, no. We need to do the dot. Okay, so I'm going to do... No. No! There we go. Okay. Okay. So let's just do that again. It's a type article, insert a new selector. Okay, so we're going to do the padding is going to be at 2%. Oh, that's it. All right. So for line 25, article H3. Okay, so we're going to do the text align center. Okay, so after that, line 99, we're going to do the article image. We're going to set the margin to 0. Okay, then we're going to do auto. Okay, then we'll continue on to 103. Article UL. We are going to do the margin left. Margin left, we're going to do it 10%. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to continue. 2 enters. Okay, so we're going to do the article. Okay, so article, nth child, nth of type 2. No. Background color, it's going to be RGBA. Two oh four. 204. And we are going to do 0. Whoa, no. Cool. All right, cool. So let's save it, and then let's go to the device mode, and let's check out the mobile viewport. Hey, see? Class round. See? That's why they all had to be cool. It doesn't show the view for mobile. Okay, so scroll down to view the second and third article. Yeah. 1, 2, what to eat? Hey, what to eat? That's so wrong. That's so funny. That's funny. Hey, what to eat? That's funny. Okay, meal of the week. There it is right there. All right. So let's just redo this. There it is. Yep, so centered. Okay, so let's do a tablet. Hey, so it's doing that little color thing. Yeah, you see how this is my little box shadow, and this. It's kind of. All right, so to style the nutrition page for a tablet viewport, the wireframe for the nutrition page uses a 3-column layout with an aside element below that spans the 3 columns. Yep. So we need to create a new style rule to this aside element. Then we need to create another style rule that spans the 3 columns. Spanning it will format the aside element to stand out and capture the user's attention, and then style it so that it appears across all 3 columns. Then we need to update the style sheet for the tablet viewport to format the aside element on the nutrition page the following. Okay, so this is what you got to do. So go back to your CSS. Yeah. All right, so we need to go to after the dot pix text, and that's going to be kind of close around 240 something. Dot pix text, yep. So by line 247, we need to do the aside. And we're going to do the text align. It's going to be center, font size. And we're going to do 1.25 EM. And then we're going to do the font style italic. Yep. And then we're going to do the font weight bold. And then we are going to do the padding 2%. Background color, we are going to use the RGBA, and we are going to do 204, 204, 204, and we are going to do 0.5. And then we're going to do the box shadow. And we are going to do 5 pixels. 5 pixels, 5 pixels, and number is going to be B3, B3, B3. Perfect. All right, so then after the box shadow, we are going to do the border radius. And we are going to do 0 and then 15 pixels. I think we're missing one. Okay, we got text align, font size, font style, font weight. Then we got the padding, background color, box shadow, text shadow. That is what we're missing. Text shadow is going to be... Okay. So I did this wrong, but you'll figure out what I did here in a second. So the box shadow, it should have 558. So 5 pixel, 5 pixel, and then 0, 0, 0, I believe. Yep. No. 5, 8. So this should be 8 pixels. There it is. Next, yeah, the text shadow. That's the one that's going to be 5 all the way through. Okay. All right, so new line after this. So by 259, we're going to do the grid items. Grid item 4. We're going to do the grid column. Grid column, and we're going to do a 1 space span 3. Okay, so let's see what it does. Okay, so save your changes, refresh your insertion, and adjust the device one to a tablet. Okay, so let's go to tablet viewport. Right there, refreshed it. Hey, there it is right there. Why does it look italic though? I don't think I like that. Oh, hold on a second. All right, so we need to start the nutrition page for our desktop viewport now. So we need to create a new style rule to increase the size of the heading 3 elements within article elements. So whenever you do view it in desktop, it's going to be, just a little bit bigger than what it is. Okay, so in the styles, it should be around line 331. It's going to be after what we just typed in, right? For the main H1. Okay, so after that. So it's after the main H1. All right, so enter into 33 after the main H1, font size 1.8 EM, and that's what we have. So 333, we're going to do the article H3. Okay, so we're going to do the font size. It's going to be 1.75 EM. Perfect. That's it. All right, so let's go to, well, not that much of a big difference, but I guess it's big enough, eh? Let's go to the larger one. Yeah, I guess it just makes it a little bit more clever. All right, so I think one of the last few things that we're going to do is we are going to add a favicon or fave icon to a website. So we need to add a fave icon to every HTML file for the 4Fitness Club, including the templates. That's just so we can improve the overall appearance of the website by adding a fave icon. The following. Okay, so open the nutrition file in text editor and prepare to modify the file. Okay, so we need to go to back to the nutrition right here. And it says roughly around line 10. Okay, let's see if their line 10 matches up with mine. Okay, so it's after the style sheet from what we did from the robot something Francois Roboto slab. Okay, so by 10 we are going to okay, so we're gonna type link rel, and we're gonna do shortcuts, shortcut icon, href, and we are gonna type in images, and we are going to do favicon dot echo. Yep. Okay, close it off. Press enter. Okay, for line 11, and we are going to type link rel icon. Okay, so we are going to do the type image, type is image PNG. Okay, type PNG, sizes, it's going to be 180 times 180, 180 times 180. We're going to do another href, and it's going to be images, Apple Touch icon. Okay, close that off. And then line 13. Okay, no. Okay, so this is the wrong line. So for line 11, I apologize for this. Let's do the link. Link rel is going to be icon. Type image. Okay, hold on. Okay, so let's just start over. Link rel icon. This is for icon type image PNG, size 32 by 32. Okay, so this is 32 by 32. href images. All right. Let's halt. Yes, just make sure you have exactly what I have. All right, so link rel icon type image PNG. Image PNG, size 32 by 32, href images. Now we're going to do favicon 32. Cool. Line 12. Okay, so let's do the same link. Rel. And this is going to be the Apple Touch icon. Apple Touch icon. Sizes. This is the 180. 180 by 180. Okay, href is going to be images, Apple Touch icon, PNG. Okay, perfect. Let's close that off. And then let's add another link for line 13. It's going to be link rel And this one is going to be icon. Sizes 192 by 192. Let's do another href, and I'm going to do the images, Android. Cool. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's verify. Line 10, it's supposed to say link rel shortcut icon, href images favicon ico. Yep. Okay, no size in that one. Line 11, link rel icon, type image, icon type image PNG, size 32 by 32, href images, favicon 32. Okay. Line 12, link rel Apple Touch. Apple Touch icon, size 180 by 180, href images, Apple Touch icon, perfect. Line 13, link rel icon, sizes 192 by 192, href image, Android Chrome 192. Cool. So we need to return to the next set to highlight 10 through 13. We need to copy. So essentially what we're doing is we got to copy these 4 lines. The line 10, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then we are going to paste it to all of our pages. Okay. So we'll go ahead and just highlight these. We'll copy it. So we'll go to the templates. Okay. Nutrition already has it. Index. Okay. Contact. Okay. Classes. Why does this have a 1? Let's just save this or copy it just in case. So let's go ahead and use that. I don't know what that dot means. What does that dot mean? But I think that's it. So I think we done pasted all that. All we need to do is just validate it, and then that should be it. But let's go ahead and just check what we got. There it is. There's that little thing right there. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, it's this little F icon right there. So then if I set this to favorite as well, then it should be able to show the same logo and whatnot. Okay, well. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to okay, so now let's go ahead and just validate our file. So we'll go to the validator. All right, so let's go check it. Oh my goodness, a lot of errors, my goodness. Okay. Okay, so what is it on line 14, column 1? Before that, H Chrome 192. All right, so let's see. Okay, so all right, so I didn't close that off right there. Slash is not immediately followed by that. Okay. That's sizable. Okay, but that's fine because this is exactly what it told us to do. Okay, so now that I fixed that, so let's try it again. There it is. All right, so let's go ahead and select. I wonder if it's going to do that for all of them because, yep. So I initially just did it wrong. Okay. I just all right, so let's check it again. Okay. Contact, let's check it. No errors. Let's check the index.html. No errors. Nutrition. No errors. Let's go check the templates. All right, so now we need to validate our style sheet. So let's go ahead and go up here. What is it? Jigsaw.w3 CSS validator. My file upload. Check this. All right. So what does this say? The property padding doesn't exist. Okay, so is in my article. All right, so what is it on my article? Ah, there it is. Uh, 266 background error. 266 exercises. You know, this was giving me problems before too. Yeah? Is that it? It's not a background color value. Okay, so this is probably what's caused this to be wrong as well too. 267 and 268. So yes, I think it just caused all of this just to be incorrect. All right, so let's try this again. Hey, and there it is. No errors found. What a good stream. Kind of long, but you know, it works out. Perfect. Validated, and it looks good. All right, so I'll probably stream the chapter 8 soon. Yeah, and then we'll go from there. All right, you guys, thank you. Bye.